everyone, and welcome back to Empkin Gardening. Today we are going to be planting our cherry tomatoes. We have 3 different cherry tomatoes that we're going to be planting today, along with some strawberries. So right here we have the Terra Verde elevated raised garden bed from Smithland. Again, just like the tiered level one, we ordered it straight from their website and had it delivered to our house. So we will link that down below in case anybody's interested. We like having the raised garden beds. It's easier to move around. You can tuck it into places like a concrete slab that you might not be able to actually plant things in the ground or have raised beds in your yard. It's just a little bit more versatile that way. Plus, there is something to be said about not having to bend down all the time to plant, and having something just already up at your level is fantastic. So we have this right here. It is about a foot deep. It's about almost 2 feet wide and about 3.5 feet long. So it's a pretty good sized bed, just like our tiered raised bed as well. This is about half just regular potting soil and then half of our own compost. We talked about that in the last video. And we're really excited about how that jump starts some of the production, and hopefully we get a lot more production this year. So we're just going to walk you through the different cherry tomatoes that we're going to use, as well as the different strawberries that we're going to use, and then we'll plant them. Okay, so starting right back here, we have a sun sugar cherry tomato. And this is probably one of our favorite cherry tomatoes. This plant, in our experience, gets several feet tall. I would dare say by the end of the season, it's 3 feet tall. It produces like crazy. We only need one of these plants to feed both, I mean, there's only 2 of us, but to feed our family, we only need one sun sugar. But they get like that really orangey, yellow orangey coloring, and they're so sweet. I literally just pop them like popcorn in my mouth. They're delicious. So we have a sun sugar that we're going to be planting. And then right over here we have a garden gem tomato from Proven Winners. So the garden gem, you can tell, is already trying to get really tall. It does get pretty tall, about 3 feet tall and like a foot wide, over a foot wide. But you can see actually the tomatoes starting. They're going to be about that size. So it is bigger than a cherry tomato, right? It's kind of in between a cherry tomato and a Roma, size-wise. But the flavoring with this plant is actually more like an heirloom tomato. So it has really, really nice and deep flavoring to it, which is fantastic. So this is the garden gem tomato from Proven Winners. Right up front, we have our Good Hearted. Now this is going to be more reminiscent of a cherry tomato. They're much smaller. They're kind of shaped like hearts, so it's really fun when you cut them in half. It kind of looks like a heart when you cut it. These will only get up to a foot tall, so it's about like the mature size it's going to get. They're a compact variety, which is just so fun. It's great in hanging baskets. You can put this in. Really great in just smaller containers. You can just pop this in. It doesn't need a lot of space. So we don't actually need a cage around this one at all. It's gonna be just good as it is. It'll probably use the siding of the nearby cages for support, but it itself doesn't need a cage. So this is the Good Hearted, and both the Proven Winners one are more resistant to the mildew that some tomatoes get. I'm sure you're familiar with just regular mildew and also the black spotted disease. So this is both of the Proven Winners ones are more resistant to that, which is fantastic. Obviously, tomatoes love full sun and consistent watering, so that's what they're going to be giving. And when we plant them, we will be putting biotone starter fertilizer in there. All right, so right up front, on the corners, I will be planting our strawberries. So back here, the cherry tomatoes are going to, these back ones are going to be taking up this full area. So both of them will be touching by the end of the season. They're going to be all the way up there. So to take up some of the space up front, because remember, our Good Hearted is very compact, both in height and in width, we're going to be putting some strawberries. So strawberries in our area are perennials, so they will come back every year, which is fantastic. These are the Buried Treasure strawberries from Proven Winners. And Proven Winners actually has 3 different types. There's the pink we have a red, and there's also a white blooming one. So more traditionally that you'll see are the white blooming strawberries. What's really nice about these types of strawberries is that you get a bloom color. So along with having the fruit, you get a different bloom color than just the white typical strawberries. So it's really fun. You can put these in hanging baskets. These do well in containers as well. And you can tell that they're already loaded with strawberries. It's going to be super fun. So in this bed, we have the pink, and then we have a red. This one is kind of spent. It's more of like a deep, almost burgundy red. And then it mirrors on the other side as well. Now these strawberries send out runners, and you can let them go. We'll probably let them fill in this bed, but to put more of the plant's energy into fruit production, we can just clip those off with our Felcos to stop the runners from running, and then they will send out roots right here and start a brand new strawberry plant. So if you don't want that to happen right away, you can just clip them. We tend to then, by the end of the season, let them do their thing, and they'll send out the runners and start more plants, and then pretty soon you'll have more strawberry plants. Another thing about the Buried Treasure strawberries from Proven Winners is their first year of strawberries are pretty small. I did see right here. So you can tell by some of these, you know, they are on the smaller side. But this is their first year, and each year in the ground, the berry size is going to get bigger, and the berry is going to have more punch of strawberry flavor every year that it grows. And remember, these are perennials, so they'll come back. All right, so for the planting process, we're gonna dig our wells. We're gonna put biotone starter fertilizer in. We're going to put the plants in, pat them in, and then at the very end, we're going to give a good water because it is hot today. Let's do it. That was short and sweet. There's 2 things that I wanted to just mention or show you. We are not quite finished planting all of our tomatoes. We have some Roma tomatoes, but in a future video we will show you how we prune our tomatoes to get the best production out of them, and what to watch out for with certain types of other diseases. Probably not with our Proven Winners ones, but with the other kind of varieties that we will grow. we'll kind of show you some of those diseases, what to watch out for, how to combat it, and how we prune our tomatoes. The other thing I wanted to show you really quickly was our cucumbers, our Johnny Seeds cucumbers, the Diva cucumber from Johnny Seeds that we planted not even a week ago. It's been 5 days, and all of our seeds are sprouting. Just amazing and so excited. All right, so I hope that you found this inspirational. If you wanted to check out the garden bed, it's going to be linked down below. Check out some of the Proven Winners varieties of strawberries or tomatoes. And I hope that this inspires you a little bit to start your veggie planting. It's not too late to be starting it. And even though it's hot, it's okay. The plants are loving the weather. So if you enjoyed this, you can give us a comment or a like, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and happy gardening!